Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the Empowered Life channel. My name is Yvonne. So I've just come out to the park, my local park today, just to come and sit down and just spend some time just, enjoying the sun and reading my book. But, this morning I was thinking about being in my 40s and about how confident and happy I feel at this point in my life. And I wanted to share with you, some things that I've learned along the way, and also as well to encourage you if you're somebody who is, maybe in a later stage of your life, that, dreams are possible and, you can still do the things that maybe you thought, you can't do now, maybe because of life, because of, family or different things like that. So I wanted to share that with you today. So, my journey to get to this place of confidence and comfortability has not been easy, and it's been a real journey for me. As some of you may know, as a child I went through sexual abuse, and that had a real profound effect on my life and on the way that I viewed myself. I suffered for many years, over 20 years I would say, from self-esteem issues and depression and low confidence. And it has taken a lot of work for me to get to this place today. I was a teenage mum, and in the background of that I had all these issues that were affecting me. And as well, I was a wife and a mother, and I was working. I had really good jobs, I made some good career choices, but I wasn't living the life that I wanted to live. And a huge part of that, as I said, was down to my confidence and belief that I could step out and do the things that I always dreamed of doing. So when I got to my 30s, I did notice in my 30s I started to feel more comfortable and confident in myself. I'd gone through many different things, and when I wrote my book when I was about 33 years old, about my experiences and how they affected me, I think it was a chance for me to put to bed some of the negative beliefs that I had about myself. For instance, believing that I wasn't good for anything, that I'd never amount to anything. And I saw the response that I got from my book, and the comments were so encouraging and stuff, and it really started me on this journey of self-discovery. I started to do a lot of things that I never dreamed of doing before. I started writing more things and starting blogs. I started to take more care of myself. I started to hit the gym more, and I started to dream impossible things that society would say was impossible things. In my 30s I learned that having confidence is a good thing. It's one thing to have confidence, but it's another thing to use it. So that journey started in my late 30s to trying new things, having new experiences. And then by the time I hit my 40s, I noticed that I wasn't fearful anymore about stuff. I started to care less about what other people thought about me, about my decisions, and started to take more risks. I mean, last year for me, I did some amazing things. I became a TEDx speaker. I've now finished my second book, which now is in Waterstones, and that was a dream for me for like 7 years. And I just really feel like, now at this phase in my life, that I'm not afraid to go after what I want, and scared to say what I want as well, because I think sometimes people will think that you're asking for too much when you dare to kind of dream or say the things that you want for your life. And this year again, stepping out from my traditional paid employed job, after working for employers from the age of 18, was a huge step for me. And it was something for the last, as I've said on other videos, that I was trying to do for 18 months. and I finally got the courage to do it this year. So what I want to say to you is that, you know, it could this advice or encouragement I'm giving, it could apply to anybody at any phase in their life. And that is to, you know, live your life today. Do not be afraid to take risks. There are some things that I would say to you that, you know, that I have done, that I have found useful. So the first thing I would say is, don't be afraid to take risks. I know society has this perception that as you get older, you don't take risks. You're not supposed to be doing anything risky. You're meant to be comfortable. If you've been in a job 10 years, you're to stay there just to cash your paycheck every month, draw a pension, and live in this kind of goldfish bowl. Not satisfied, not living your purpose. I would say to you to take risks. You know, maybe, you know, for you it might be stepping out and, you know, trying another job, or, you know, doing something that you've always wanted to do. Taking risks and trying things for the first time are where experiences are made and where life is lived. For me, I mean, today I'm in a park here talking to you, vlogging for the first time. Now, a lot of people probably wouldn't think that is something that a woman in her 40s would do, but I'm here doing it because it's something I want to do. It's part of my creative DNA. I love doing creative things. You know, besides writing books or blogs, you know, I'm a poet. I'm looking to create loads of different things, documentaries. This is just the start for me. I would say to you, you know, don't be afraid to take risks and, you know, try something new for the first time. I know that for everybody there is something that they've always wanted to do, but time, life, family, circumstances all get in the way. So I would encourage you to, you know, to do that, to take risks and try something new for the first time. The next thing I would say to you is to celebrate yourself. For me, I mean, at the moment it feels like I'm always celebrating something, and you know what, it's really weird trying to get used to people saying to you, oh, you're really successful, and not even only people saying it to me, that I know that I'm a success. And I've always determined success by the goals and objectives I've set for myself and my life. For me, yes, the other things that come after that, you know, maybe recognition or money, are add-ons, but they're not important. For me, success is defined by the goals I set for my own life. So for me, celebrating success and being a success is a whole new experience coming from where I come from. You know, I left the care system, I went through abuse, I had some very unfortunate circumstances, and for 27 years of my life I spent a lot of time dealing with them. So to be doing all these things now and to be recognised and to be considered a success is a little bit strange to get used to, but I celebrate myself. And that could be doing things even as little as, well, to me it's not little because this is something I love to do, trying out new coffee shops and having nice you know, cake, not too often, but, you know, sharing these experiences with my husband. It could be going for manicures or for days out, and treating myself to something nice. I celebrate myself, and also as well, by celebrating myself, I also do things like take pictures of those moments. And in my office at home, I have loads of photos of very special moments, of big achievements. So that would be my advice to you. Celebrate the little things that you have done, because, you know, a lot of people will say to you, you know, they won't think it's a big deal, but, you know, to you it's a big deal, and I would encourage you to do that. So those are my little pieces of advice that I would give to you, you know, to take risks, to try something new, and to celebrate yourself. 40s is the new 20s. If somebody was to say to me, Yvonne, would you want to go back to being in your 20s? The answer is actually no, because I wasn't as confident as I am now. I I didn't have the belief, the self-belief that I have now, you know, and I was more conscious of what people thought of me and sensitive to that. So no, I wouldn't want to go back to being in my 20s. 30s for me was an okay phase. It was a decade of discovery, and now in my 40s, it's about being courageous, being bold, taking risks, doing new things. And you know, I'm living my life and I'm loving my life at this particular point. You know, it is a wonderful feeling waking up and feeling that actually, you know, I'm confident in myself and I'm living the life that I want to live. So that is my encouragement to you today. I hope that you have enjoyed this video. You know, please follow me if you can on this channel. If you like the content of this channel, please subscribe to this channel, press the like button. You know, my intention is to bring you content which is empowering, inspiring and encouraging, and I hope that you have found this video inspiring today. Take care, and I shall see you on the next video.